Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, with Jamie Eisenberg, Ryan Wilson, and Ken Walker from Michigan State joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. Ken, I want to ask you about just how you got here. A couple years away, I don't think you topped 600 yards in each of any of those 2 seasons, and then you blew up for 1,600 plus. What has been the difference for you to get to this point?
Right, at Wake Forest, I felt like that wasn't the best fit for me in the offensive scheme, so that's why I ended up deciding to transfer and going to Michigan State and getting a chance to talk to Coach Cap, Coach Beagley, and Coach Johnson, showing the offense and the pro-style offense that they ran. I feel like that was a great fit for me, and being in that position, helped me a lot in making my decision.
Helping a lot's an understatement. I think it helped you a whole lot because you're right. The Wake Forest offense is that slow mesh sort of offense, and you went to the pro style offense. And man, it was so much fun watching you play last year. Unless you were trying to tackle you, because you were so quick in small areas. You're running through arm tackles all day long, and then once you get to the second level, no one's catching you as well. So if I'm going to be a GM for a second, I'll say, well, Ken, you didn't catch a lot of passes. What's going on there? What's your answer to that when you get asked that question?
Yeah, I can catch out of the backfield or run routes if I need to. We didn't have to, we had great wide receivers like Speedy Naylor and Jaden Reed, so pretty much using them out of in the pass game, that was pretty much the reason I believe that I didn't catch too many passes.
Is that the biggest thing you have to show NFL GMs, coaches, scouts, that you can do that? I mean, obviously not going to show it here, but I'm sure your pro day and just, telling them things like this, is that the thing you have to kind of impress them upon, is that I can do that and I'll show you that once I get on the field? Right,
yes, sir. I believe that, a lot of people question my hands and catching ability, but being able to show them, and whenever I get my chance, that'll be great.
But it's okay to still be a physical running back that doesn't necessarily catch passes. I mean, Derrick Henry certainly made a nice career for himself. Is there a guy you kind of model your game after that's in the league right now?
I wouldn't say I model my game after, but I do watch a lot of highlights on different guys like Saquon Barkley, even pass running backs like Adrian Peterson and guys like that. So it's great to watch those guys run and see how passionate they are about the game.
Be nice to be in the same company with Barkley and Peterson as well.
So you had 8 games where you rushed for at least 120 yards. You had 2 games where you rushed over 200 yards, and then the Michigan game you had 197. Is there any one game and then any one play in particular that sticks out? Because there's so many examples of you breaking tackles in the hole and then just leaving everyone in the dust. Is anything that sticks out to you on what was an amazing season, like an amazing play that you keep coming back to?
I believe it have to be in the Michigan game. I believe it was like an inside zone run. I pressed it, but it was nothing there. So, bounced out to the right side and was able to make something happen.
And there are a lot of dudes in that defense. It wasn't like you were playing, the high school team, and no one caught you either. So that was an amazing game, and just sort of put a punctuation mark, because later in the season, of just what a huge transformation that transfer did for you. And I would imagine that's probably the best decision you made in terms of your college plans and having an NFL future.
Right. Yes, sir.
Ken, you came on after Isaiah. Isaiah was here with James Cook, Breece Hall. I'm sure there's a friendly camaraderie that you guys are building, but there's also competition to be the best running back in this class. How much would that mean to you if you're the first guy selected of the running back group?
Yeah, it'll mean a lot, and just another goal of mine, to be the first running back off the boards. All the work that you put in, and it's showing. So that means a lot to be able to.
All right, well, make the case. Why are you the best one in this class?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like I'm just an all-around back. My vision, my cutting ability, I feel like it's second to no one, and I'm able to hit home run plays.
It's funny, Ken, when Breece was on here, he's my number 2 running back. Mm-hmm. He brought that up while I was sitting next to Breece. He didn't bring up the fact that you're my number 1. You're my number 1 guy. I love the way you play. So I have to tell it to you personally, because your game is amazing. I have no issues with you in terms of pass catching, because obviously you can do it. You've done it in the past. You have other guys that are doing those things. So I love the way you play, and I'm so happy that you were able to get to Michigan State last season and do the things you're able to do.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Jamie.
I love you too.
Ken, something I've been meaning to ask you is you prepare to get yourself to the next level, to play on Sundays.
Right.
Do you have someone you've leaned upon, mentors, anybody you can talk through this process?
Yes, sir. First off, my dad, since I was a kid, he would work with me in anything, like any sport, wrestling, basketball, baseball. Whatever I put my mind to, he would be there helping me. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this position today.
You didn't play football. Which other sport would you play? Then you listed out a few there. Which one were you really good at?
You look like a wrestler.
Yeah, I would have done wrestling or baseball.
Okay. Jamie, you got one more?
I'm good.
All right. Ken, certainly appreciate it. We hammered it out. Not Kenneth, not Kenny, Ken Walker. Appreciate you joining us here on CBS Sports HQ.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Sparty's Own joining us here from the Combine. The bench press is going on. Don't know if you can hear that. Lots going on here, Jeremy, but for now, I'll send it back to you.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.